I've got some tips to help release and promote your music, so you can implement these tips into your next music release to make sure that you reach and connect with more people. Quick tip for today is creating a home base for your fans, a place where your audience can actually hang out, and you've got a central place. So let me break this down. If you've got a TikTok, you've got a YouTube, you've got an Instagram, you've got actual people at shows or whatever, they're all kind of interacting with your music, right? They're all interacting, maybe they like it, maybe they subscribe, something like that. But they're all over the place and they're scattered. And if you wanted to say something, you have to post in a billion different places and hopefully they all see it. So that's really hard, and it just doesn't work. It doesn't reach all the people, and they're not all the right platforms to do that sort of thing. To sell tickets to a show, you can't just do that across all platforms. So what you want to do is bring everyone into a central spot that you get to choose and that you get to control. So I think the end game, if we want to build our music career, our end game is that our audience, our fans, would actually fund that music career. So this could be buying tickets to a show, this could be buying your music, buying your merch, could be like purchasing specific experiences with you and your music, all right? That's what's gonna pay you. Whether that's through a label and that's on a mass scale, or whether that's just small and you're doing that to 100 people or whatever. That's actually gonna fund your music career, get you back in the studio, get you releasing new music, get you on tour, whatever it is. It's actually people knowing and being able to purchase from you. So when we put out this content and we're getting so many likes, like maybe one of your TikToks blow up, maybe one of your Instagram Reels blow up, you get 1 million. One of my mates got 1.8 million views on a TikTok the other day, which was funny, it was hilarious. But he's not going to sell 1.8 million tickets to his next show because those people they come and go. So they didn't even follow him. He doesn't have any access to them at all unless he does another funny video that goes viral and whatever. But you have to have a way to bring them back to a home base, right? Does that make sense? So this could be one of the platforms. I know like YouTubers do it on YouTube. So if you look at big YouTubers like me and my family love Mark Rober. We always watch How Ridiculous or Dude Perfect, something like that. If they're gonna tour or something, that's their home base. That's where they know their main fans hang out. So if they want to announce something, they'll do it on YouTube. It could be a YouTube post, could be a YouTube short, could be a full YouTube video. But that's where they can kind of announce it, and then they know that weekly people are plugging into YouTube to hear them. So maybe that's your spot. Maybe it's on Instagram. Maybe you've got a really good following. So when you post something, you get good engagement on Instagram. So that would involve, for those people, you want to, if Dude Perfect have a Instagram following, they want to be pushing those over to watch the YouTube videos. They want to be kind of bringing them into that central hub. This might be the same for your music. I think for musos, the best way to do it for us, and I think this is just hands down the best way to do it for anyone, is to get them onto a mailing list or bring them into your website or something that you control. Because the truth is, like any of those places, any of those other platforms that are owned by somebody else, that are there to make money for somebody else, they can change the rules and you can lose a lot of them. So just say you had 200,000 followers on Instagram, and then Instagram changed the rules and you're not allowed to do music anymore. Maybe they're just like, you know what, we're not doing music. Anything to do with music is banned. This happened on Facebook a little while ago with news stories. So you had all these like news people who their audience was on Facebook. All of a sudden that was banned and they weren't allowed to do it. And what can you do about it? I mean, you don't own that platform. YouTube, again, there could be a mad copyright thing and music's just not allowed on YouTube. You're not allowed to do covers, you're not allowed to release music on YouTube unless you pay a huge licensing fee or something. That could happen. So the best way to do it is to make your home base your own email address, your own mailing list. And then every time you've got something to announce, you've got new music, you've got a new video, you've got a new tour, you've got new merch, you can email everyone that's invested in you, everyone that's decided to be a follower of yours. You can send them an email and actually connect with them, and you're always in control of that. So that's what I would recommend, and I hope how I've said it kind of makes sense to you, that just the like here, 1.8 million likes there means nothing when it comes to actually funding and moving your music career forward. So what you got to do is take people from fans into super fans, or from listeners into fans, or however you want to look at it, whatever terminology you want to use, basically to someone that's invested in your music and that will invest in your music financially. It's got to end up being like that. And we want to grab enough of those people that will invest in us financially because they get value from our music. Not because they feel bad for you or they knew you in school, they want to support you, but because they love your music. And you know this is true because you have some sort of band shirt that you wear around. You will buy tickets to a show if they come to your town, or even if they come to the country, you'll travel a couple of hours to go and see them. We're happy to invest in the people that actually move us and that we love, that we're fans of. So the best way to do it is to offer them some sort of value in exchange for their email address, right? So if you can say, hey, I'm going on tour. If you want to get cheap tickets, you want to get early bird tickets, jump on my mailing list and they'll be 10% off, they'll be 50% off, whatever you want to do. So you got anyone that goes, yeah, I'm actually invested, they'll type in their email and then you can sell them those tickets for cheaper, and the next tour and the next tour and your next bit of merch or whatever. Or maybe it's like, you want to see my new music video, anyone on my mailing list gets that 2 days early. So again, people that are interested will jump on your mailing list. And then again, when you've got new music coming out, you're hitting that audience that is ready to hear it. So tip for today is to create a home base, come up with an incentive to get people across to your home base so that when you've got new music, when you want to push something, your audience, your dedicated audience is in one spot. So we're looking at, I've got 20,000 followers on TikTok. Great. I've got 150 people that will buy everything I do on my mailing list. And that is way more valuable. Way more valuable. Absolutely still push out those things. You want those followers, but figure out a way to grab them and pull them in to your home base.